Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. Welcome to my channel. I can't move my computer anymore. It's stuck in this position. I hope you can hear me. If not, oh well. I want to give an update to my mom. She had an adventure, some of which I won't even get into because if I relate the events exactly how they were, some people are always going to be critical, so I won't even get into it. But I will say this, my mother has to go to the Social Security office because some things can only be handled in person, apparently, and they don't take into account her infirmity, her challenge of being ambulatory, and our challenges with transportation. And another thing, she told me there was only one bus that went to the Social Security office each day. You can go there, do everything you're supposed to do, have all the documents needed, and guess what? They have, when you are there, everybody gets a ticket number. And they hadn't gotten to her number yet, and the security guard actually told her that she had to leave so that she could get on her bus. So she ended up wasting a trip. And I guess maybe there are some things that can be handled on the internet, and if so, maybe I could help her as long as I don't move this machine. But that's what's going on with her. The Social Security office has got things screwed up, and instead of sending things to her direct deposit, they've been for some reason sending things to the nursing home, and that's a crock of horse manure. And that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Even though my mom had a largely positive experience with a nursing home, it's got to realize major way that nursing homes make their money. It's not just in, okay, you go in, you have some kind of health insurance, the health insurance pays for X number of days, and everybody's in a nursing home for different reasons. My mother was there for physical therapy. Now, when you're in there for physical therapy, they still make sure that you take whatever your medicine is on, whether you're scheduled with. And my mom does take a lot of different kind of medications because she's a heart patient. Well, my mother had a finite number of days that she could stay there until which her insurance would stop paying. And then they have this sneaky thing that nursing homes expect you to sign over all your alleged assets to them, which means if you have any dependents or you have any heirs or whatever, you're shit out of luck. And I understand some families it doesn't matter because everybody is sorted and has their own stability and their own income and things. But my mother, when she saw that, and the reason why she was discharged the day that she did, if they had kept her any longer, they would have tried to seize everything. And it's like, oh, no. And that would also mean things like this rent wouldn't be paid and stuff because that's paid through the Social Security. And anyway, anyway, long story short, they were going to bill her insurance company $1,000 a day. Now, for $1,000 a day, you would think the food would be better. That's why I told her as soon as she came home I was going to spoil her rotten, all these fancy dishes that I only thought of making, but why the hell would I cook for myself? It's kind of no fun. I'm not saying that there are situations where a person has no choice, because obviously you have to eat to survive, but it just isn't fun to cook just for yourself. If you're going to cook for somebody you love, that just makes it so much more fun. And also, if you have people, your friends that are coming over, that's great too, even though on days like this with this heat wave, do you think I like turning that stove on? Oh my God, if they're saying it's 91 degrees out, and that's outside, in an unair conditioning place like this, it could be well over 100 degrees, depending on the room. And I try to turn off fans before filming because everybody complains about the audio. Well, I am right next to my window. I took as many things off as possible to add light. There's a ring light here. There's a pole lamp here with a light hitting me here. There's a hot incandescent right there. So I do have a fan on because there's some people across the street that are having car problems, and the guy's leaking some kind of fluid, and he's talking to his buddies, and the only way that I would not have that conversation part of this video is having this fan. And it's bringing air from outside to here. So, and I guess This is my debut of my hair dye. It's been fresh for a couple of days now, but normally I would be debuting it, doing the turnaround outside and all that, taking advantage of the natural light, but my computer is having real serious structural problems. The hinge has no support. At one point it fell totally flat. It is coming apart. For a whole day and night, I actually thought my computer was totally busted, and I was really upset because I still had footage in the machine that I hadn't uploaded, and it's bad enough having a machine die, but it really sucks is if you don't get to post what you have and you lose that too, because I don't know whether it's just a screen thing or whether it can impact a hard drive. I don't know. But either way, when you're a YouTuber and you have a daily upload schedule and you figure you're an audience that expects daily content, so that means there's pressure to create. So if you can, you'll make more than one video in a day, depending on if it presents itself. And we never know how long a video is going to be. It's as long as it needs to be, unless it's totally garbage, in which case it won't get posted. But here's my hair. And my mom said that I don't need to heat up the kitchen for her today. I made her a sandwich with some sliced turkey breast. There's some things that I'll let her and other people have that I won't eat because they have ingredients that I don't like. We got some pasta from Carmine's. It's an Italian restaurant that has a branch in Tropicana, and this pasta had cheese in it, which of course will make it so I would eat it anyway. It had cheese in it, it had a hunk of salmon, and it had mussels and clams in the shells, and it was angel hair pasta. And a few bits of tomato, but not much. But you opened up the lid and you got a whiff of that cheese. I said, "Oh, Mom, I think you like this," and she did. So, I've been trying to feed whoever shows up, but yeah, it's not a day for heating up the kitchen. So I've been making sandwiches and salads, things like that. Even though with the shrimp I got, now of course that has to be deveined, and I've done that before. I made the shrimp scampi, but I don't think I made it on camera, or maybe I did, I don't remember. I know I made the spaghetti and clams. But now, okay, that's going to be a problem. I don't know how I'm going to film if on camera cooking if I can't move this. This is literally in my bedroom. I can pivot it, and I can use a brass bookcase behind it to prop it up. Because that's the thing, is it won't stay up on its own, and I can't risk adjusting you know how normally I would do my turnaround and you would see the full length thing? I can't move this. I'm afraid it's totally going to snap. It's that fragile. That means taking it outside would be a grave risk. And if you guys want me to risk my only equipment, and then I can't film anymore, and I don't want to get that far, so. But anyway, here's my hair, and it's nice that I could actually take a block of time out for myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm always trying to pay attention to, because like in this heat, everybody has to drink more water. And what I do is I refill water bottles, put them in the refrigerator so they're nice and cold. And then when she wants water, I give her water. We have Atlantic City municipal water is some of the best tasting and cleanest waters as far as city water systems. It's won lots of awards. And I, in my travels, have noticed that not all tap water is flavorless, and it doesn't have that nasty, weird alkaline thing. Some people like the flavor of alkaline waters and find them refreshing, but I feel that they taste to me like they have something in them, like Epsom salt or something. And I don't know. That's why there's some water brands that I haven't cared for, but I'm not sure that I'm not confusing the name of somebody else. So rather than say the wrong name, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, not all water is alike. But the water here in Atlantic City is not half bad. It's better when it's cold, but you know what? Some people say that you shouldn't drink real cold water because it takes energy for it to be warmed up in the body, and supposedly it gives you a slight heart attack risk. So I hope that's not true, but because my mom is a heart patient, sometimes I don't think she wants it too cold, but then sometimes it's what she wants, and I give her what she wants. Because, right, it's summertime. Today is the 30th of July that I'm filming this. Now, when you're going to get to see it, probably 3 or 4 days later. But anyway, this is my hair. I'm going to show you here. And I'm sweating up already. You know, I've already taken 2 showers today. I'm so glad we can put these plastic bags. You put this in a plastic bag, and when you shower, it doesn't get in your hair. Okay, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay cool wherever you're at. Bye.